Who wants to talk about where we're at?
Okay.
On a
So,
boat.
we did come back to
Motherfucker.
her. We did bring back. Well, Kappa Soul is still in G. They're kind of like combined. They got to find a way to put them in their own. Of course, the dog's in the bar. They got to
Still
put him
gotta
in his.
find a way to put Kappa's soul back in his body.
And then we went back to the boat, and then that's when we saw Falarin, the elf guy, and he said all of our people are on somewhere on the boat that we didn't see, and then they were on the bottom deck, and they look like they're on some kind of a spell. And then he said he wants to talk to us, or he's going to take care of everyone on, all of our friends on the boat. So we saw that they were all okay, and then we went on their boat. We're heading on their boat. Mostly what happened.
When asking for proof of life, he gave you Steve.
Which was nobody's first choice.
No.
I'm really glad I made you guys roll for that because that could not have gone better.
And the elf's name triggered something. I'm assuming Sojourner probably would know who it was as well.
He's a famous
yeah.
elf.
Valoran is one of the old dragon hunters.
Mm-hmm. And he was very much a pro. Was he a pro elf government guy? And now
Your understanding was, yeah, he at least at some point was very pro elf government.
so it's a little bit odd that he's maybe on more of the rebellion side now, right?
That is correct. That yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay. Well, is there anything you guys want to try and do on your ship before you go onto his ship?
Murder him.
That would be fun, but I don't think
you
it's going
have
to go great.
options for that.
We don't have very many good options for that, since we're all...
Here, while we think about it, I will put you on your own ship map for now.
I really wish I could see this map, but it is completely broken for me.
And then, oh, gee, you're way off in the water. What are you doing over there?
While you were talking, I slowly snuck away. I remember I told you after the session. Yeah.
Gotta watch out for that. So yeah, Falarin's ship is off your port side. He has a gangway dropped over to it, where you can see, now that it's visible, you can see more elves moving about the deck of the ship. Actually, why doesn't everybody give me a perception check?
Oops, we had to switch to Nigel. 1 sec.
Ooh.
Been frantically trying to finish homework this morning. It's fun.
It sounds fun.
Come on. Beyond doesn't want to load. There it goes. Get ready for this. It's going to be worth the wait. Whenever it shows up. Wait for it. Did it not work? No, my dice. No, my dice roller's not working. Perfect. There.
So I'm gonna guess that you all rolled, but I can't see anything. So
Oh.
that sounds not good.
I got a 10.
I got a 26.
Oh, now.
23.
Oh, now they're all going through. They just took their time. Let's take the first rail run.
Oh no.
Hey, there they are.
I have 3 to choose from, apparently.
And they're all good?
Not terrible.
They're all double digits.
Yeah. They're all above average.
1 second. We also need to get Dola up on deck. Okay, so perception checks. So Hoven for sure, G for sure. You are looking across at the other ship, and you see that the activity on deck. There are some of these guys that you've run into before in the masks, but there are also just like straight up elves over there. No masks, just like regular ass elves.
Regular elves.
I'm gonna say that Hoven and G will also see. Before I move you over here, standing at the helm of the ship is what is clearly another elven paladin type. The rest appear to be like regular elven warriors or what have you.
Oh, I guess I probably could have. Sorry, I had people coming over. They left though. I'll roll a perception real quick. Sorry.
Ooh.
Boom, shakalaka.
Okay. Crixus, you will also notice those things.
I hate to say this. Notice what again? Sorry.
Damn it.
Dude, I know.
So
Coming into my house.
there the people running around on the deck of his ship
Mhm.
there are a couple of the like masked elf warriors, like quote unquote elf warriors that you've seen before that have the masks over their faces, but there are also just like regular straight up elves over there, including one that appears to be another like powerful paladin type.
But that's kind of odd, right? Like we haven't seen very many like just straight up elves. We've seen a lot of the mask guys
That is
and
correct.
the paladin, but we haven't seen very many like normal elves before.
Falarin says, well, it's weird to say normal in that context,
Yeah.
but yeah, I get it.
Inside
Okay.
my head to myself.
Crixus is trying so hard to control himself, but he's just like just freaking the fuck out.
Oh,
Vibrating.
Crixus, you haven't begun to freak out with what I'm going to throw at you here.
Crixus is about to have a rough time.
Crixus had a very bad, no good day.
Yes.
Okay. You will also notice, and everyone will notice this, there are, for lack of a better descriptor, cannons on this ship. Like, there's like big boy weapons on this ship.
Take over the ship. Take over the ship. Take over the ship. Take over the ship.
We need this ship, or at least its cannons.
I mean, we can't really argue that.
Are we on their ship already?
I will move you onto onto their ship when you're ready to follow.
Yeah, we've got to follow these guys because I just fear that like he's got all of our people under some kind of sleeping spell that he could probably very easily snap his fingers and kill all of them very quickly.
So did a bunch of elves stay on? Are they staying on our ship with them to keep guarding them, or are they letting the ship go as soon as we all get on board? I can't remember.
The deal that he offered you was that you come with him, and he leaves your people alone. They will eventually regain consciousness and be left alone.
Now, only one of us was allowed down there, correct?
It was yes, it was just me.
Right. I mean, there is a chance that this is all an illusion and it doesn't exist, but, you know, there's only one of us to try to check it out, so.
Yeah.
Well,
And there was the dummy.
Is he? You know what?
I
Heat
can
of
set
the
my
moment.
eye down.
Are we like going somewhere? Or are we just going to his ship to talk and then coming back?
He is taking you on his ship and taking you somewhere. He hasn't told you where. He has just told you that people want to talk to you.
Yeah, and he's saying we sail away with him on his ship, and he leaves our ship with our people chilling until they wake up, and then they're gonna be okay.
So then what's gonna happen to our ship?
Our people are on it, supposedly
Yeah.
alive.
They're just gonna have to
If-
figure out where the fuck we're at.
Are you asking that question to Falarin, or are you just having a powwow amongst yourselves right now?
Okay, listen, if we can have an hour-long powwow and take a short rest.
Falarin extends a hand and he's like, if you need anything from your ship to aid in your comfort on my vessel, then of course I would allow that. I want everyone to be comfortable here.
Oh.
Where are we going?
That's less important than what's going to happen when we get there.
Well, see, here's the thing. We're not going to be very comfortable knowing that we're on a ship full of, for lack of a better term, our enemies. While our ship with all of our people are just stranded out in the middle of the ocean with no guidance, no nothing, no
Do your
yeah.
people not know how to sail?
timeout. Guys, do our people know how to sail?
Jin should know how to at least.
I can't even swim.
We have
Totally.
50-50.
we have that one Sam, the one fisherman with us, and then we have that town guard that kind of sort of knows what she's doing, but not really.
I rough their way through it. I mean, there might not be the best sailors.
Yeah, no one's going to be as good as you guys at
Right.
doing this, but like you're confident that they could sail this ship. Like,
I mean, they got Eliwick, so I mean, they're gonna like be fine.
Yeah.
Yes and no, and they really don't have any defense unless if someone like tries to, like pirates come and attack them. They're just
Well,
they're
no,
gonna be screwed.
they have Eliwick's
ballistas
Skymet,
and-
and again they have Jin, the changeling town guard.
Do you know how many people have boarded our ship and taken over our ship? Case in point, points to the
Okay,
Yeah,
but-
this is not the
That's
this is not the first
But
time.
we also now we
Yeah.
have that champion gladiator woman and her 3 gladiators,
Oh, yeah.
which we didn't have before.
Yeah, which
Like-
ship again
Oh,
was still taken
Wizard
over.
and a half.
Plus, there's
If
got to
you
be at
count
least 15
gold
kobolds still
and
left.
And 0 eggs. What'd you guys do with the cobalt eggs?
I mean, we were waiting a long time. We made omelets.
Were they good? Because we were trying to do that.
Honestly, none of us had one before. Not that good. Not
Nah.
that good. Gotta be honest here.
Yeah,
Damn it.
I'd agree with that. I had one myself, and it was okay.
You-
I mean,
Hoven, you son of a bitch! Didn't
I
share
had-
with the class.
I
Daughter is
made
like,
4 of them.
I
and,
have
you
an
know.
egg here. And it's gonna hatch into my best friend forever.
I'm
Nobody
so
can
excited for you,
eat.
Jodor.
Nobody
Okay.
can eat my egg.
Proposition, because this. Well, let me clear this with my team first. What if we try to convince him, powwow, get away from us, you evil elf?
Mhm.
What if we try to convince him to let us follow behind? Hey! What if we try to convince him to let us take our ship and follow behind him?
But then we potentially lead the entire crew into
Yeah.
danger if they're taking us to like Elf Island, right?
Uh-huh.
I mean, yes, but also they're going to be stranded out in the middle of the ocean either way.
Can we leave a note for them? Maybe we like pin a note to the helm. Like,
I mean, I
is there
can
some
talk
place
to
they
them.
could go?
Yeah,
True.
don't you have sending?
Yeah, I
But
can
there,
talk
but
to them.
there's. Can you talk to people that are asleep?
Falarin is going to
No,
clasp
not
his
until I
hands.
wake up.
Oh, I guess you guys are not talking to him yet. Never mind. Sorry.
Yeah, but we
He's
can.
allowing you to powwow.
We can leave a note and like tell them. Like maybe say like just go wait for us at home, and maybe they go to respite or something.
Yeah, or I mean, we know the
Like,
dwarf
we-
city was.
Because I don't think
We
we've
could
gone
send
anywhere
them
that's
somewhere.
been pretty friendly to
Well, the
us.
Dwarf City said they didn't want our ship back in their port ever.
Exactly. Like
Yeah.
every port we've gone to, we've kind of left on bad terms.
I mean,
Well, respite.
guess
There's
Raven
nobody there
would.
to fight us.
Yeah.
Respite's pretty close to the elf territory and the university. That's the only bad thing.
I mean,
it's pretty
okay,
close.
we could,
Yeah.
in theory, we could ask them, go back to the Dwarf City, send a message to them, be like, hey, listen, our crew needs shelter, but we won't be there. So the problems won't be with you. And maybe they'll like let them come.
You think they'd go for that?
I don't know, but it's worth a shot.
We went to
right?
Ravenswood is also somewhere where we could technically go back to and have not been banned from.
Yeah, there's people rebuilding there, right? But they didn't mess with us.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, the last time you looked at Ravenwood, there were like it was still basically a ghost town, but people were kind of starting to rebuild a little bit.
Ghost town's good. It means there's not people.
But there
So
are
yeah,
ghosts.
I mean, yeah, well, true. But
And your super good friend Emmerich is there.
exactly. But yeah, because if we follow them or bring our ship with them, we basically put our ship and everybody on it in danger. If we go with
Yeah.
these guys and we get a chance to escape, we could technically teleport ourselves out, but we can't do that if we have our ship. We'll have to just try and outrun them if we have our ship, which I don't know that we can do.
We also have the thing of we don't quite know how it works, but there's a chance we can bring Kappa back. So if we go with them and then bring back Kappa, we stand a better chance of escaping and fighting people off. But if we have to worry about ourselves and the crew, most of them
Yeah.
aren't fighters.
Well, if we send them to say respite, we have a teleportation circle there that
Yeah.
Bolg fixed, so we could get to them from anywhere, or any place else that we have a circle.
No, you,
G, I'd like you to make me a charisma saving throw real quick.
Well,
Yeah.
Me?
Well, can't you go anywhere
What are you
with the
doing to my girl?
teleportation circle? But there's a better chance of failure if you don't have a
That's an
circle
8.
up.
that's an 8.
G,
Oh wait,
hold
plus a
on.
+5.
Yeah, +5 because we would technically all be circled together.
That's a 13. I don't think it makes a difference, honestly, but
13. G, you are all of a sudden not quite yourself as Kappa bubbles to the surface, putting input into this conversation. You're Kappa for a minute here.
Oh,
wait. Oh shit! Hang on, personality change.
Yeah, change your voice. 'cause they're
change
so
your voice.
different.
Yep.
It's so different. You
It's
gotta
still
change
G's
it.
body.
Yeah,
Yeah,
use the
it's
same
still G's
vocal
body, but-
cords and
I mean, we could also just try to bring me back.
Bring you back. You're right here.
No, sorry. Hi, Crixus.
Hi, G.
No, not G. Hi,
Oh, Kappa?
hi.
What's up, bud? Oh, God, I forgot you were in there.
This is really weird. I've never been so close to my sister before, and I don't think I like it.
Never
that's
mind. I had
gross.
some ideas. Don't do it.
Technically, you're inside your sister.
That's,
Yeah, which is
that's gross.
That's
Yeah.
not helping.
Didn't want to picture that. Thanks.
Already very
Fucking
self-conscious about this, and that did not help.
Nope. Nope, sorry. Anyways, what? Yes, Kappa, what's up?
I mean, what's happening?
You took over. I'm assuming you had some input.
I have some input, but not a lot of input.
Kappa
I
would
don't
be
think-
aware, like you're aware when
Okay.
you're inside of G's body. It's just whoever is kind of at the fore right now.
Oh fuck! You're making me relive my own like multiple personality disorder
Yeah.
in D&D now. Gross.
Playing
Fuck.
the
And
split
I'm
or
not
whatever.
And I'm not sorry.
I don't even know how this works in real life, much less in D&D. Jesus, man.
At least in D&D you can just
Surprise,
make it up.
I don't think I ever told you I had this condition either, so this is all just completely random and
How'd
slightly
you
annoying.
know?
Shit. I don't think they did know. I'm gonna be honest
You
with
guys don't
Um,
think that I looked up all of your medical records before starting this game?
Oh, you guys didn't fill out the background check form?
Oh shit. That's what that was for?
I definitely turned one in, so I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Oh shit. Okay. Fuck. Lost my train of thought with that.
What do you think we should do, Kappa?
We can't take the ship or the crew with us. That just is going to put them in danger. I just got my mom back. I'm not going to lose her again.
Yeah, that's fair.
But I do think they only plan to take you guys as we are.
Mm-hmm.
They don't know I'm in here. I think if we can find a way to just bring me back, we now have one more person they didn't plan for. The odds of escape are better. And like you were all saying, we have teleportation circles and we have places we can go.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we
And it's
can
just
get
easier to
there
get our
relative-
group out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think we send the ship somewhere that we know we can get back to. We go with him, but always be. Plus, most of you seem injured and hurt.
Yes, we are.
But who knows how many days it will take to get there? There's a chance we go for one day, find a way to escape, and get out.
Mhm.
And Kappa's gone. G is back.
I think my brother was just inside me. That was really weird.
No, he still
Yeah.
is.
He didn't go nowhere. He's still there.
Nigel
Okay,
said
yeah.
the same thing. You guys need to choose your words better.
Yeah, you really do. Fucking phrasing.
Anyways, what's
From the deck of the elven ship, you're going to see and hear that other paladin shout across. Valoran, we don't have time for this. Are we killing these people or not?
I'll just turn around, cross my arms. Mel, are you?
Valoran holds up a hand and he's like, we have time. Nothing is fucked here. Let's just all take it easy.
So your crew clearly wants to kill us. So what guarantee do we have that we're even going to be safe if we go with you?
Oh, he doesn't want to kill you. He thinks we should kill your crew and give you no choice but to come with us. Probably kill your crew and burn your ship. I'm trying to take a little bit of a different tack here.
Can I insight? Can I see if
Sure.
how we... $14.
So, Valoran's not lying to you, but you can tell he's kind of putting on a face, right?
Mhm.
But it's difficult to tell if that face is for you, if that makes sense.
Yeah, for us or for his crew.
hmm
Gotcha.
But even without the insight, like, Valoran just sort of exudes authority and control, whereas the other one is much more of a, like, not out of control, but certainly more, or less less authoritative and more power, if that makes sense.
Yeah, he's all
Like-
bronze. Or all
like-
no brain.
Yeah, Falarin is confident in his power, where the other guy is kind of like, I need to beat my chest a little bit,
Yeah.
if that makes sense.
Okay. Alright, so just leave a note explaining what happened. And then
Yeah.
Yeah, leave a note. Let them know a safe place to go, and then we see where this leads.
So where
Yeah,
do we
and-
want them
and-
to go?
I think respite. Just because we, like you said, we do have the circle there. It is
Yeah.
abandoned. It is technically
Can
most of their
we-
homes.
Yeah.
Can we not send them? Can we send them to not like directly to Respite? Because I'm afraid if they're just sitting in the port at Respite, they're gonna be like sitting ducks. Can we send them off to the one side of Respite, like
You could-
where that lake was, where it was like kind of abandoned, and they can kind of like wait and sit there?
I
The
mean-
other island, you mean?
Is there like a lot of people that are
Mhm.
like just randomly going to respite to fuck it up? Like I don't see why
Well, I
anyone
think-
else would go to respite.
I think they all know we're from Respite, and they would very much like to fuck us up.
Well, we're gonna be with them, so why would they have a reason to go?
They're not the only people who hate us.
That's true. God, we really need to stop
Unfortunately.
making enemies. Jesus Christ, we need some
I-
friends.
But we didn't tell everybody knew we met where we were from, I don't think.
Yeah, I don't think we did we?
No.
No, but like the headmaster of the university, Raina's a student. He knows that she was there.
True.
So
Uh,
like,
Mhm.
I don't think that anybody you've run into, you've like been like, hey, we're from there. So like, not everyone is gonna know that that's your hometown, but some people are.
Okay.
what about Cobalt Island? There's not a circle there, but that's empty now, right?
Yeah, the kobolds were the only ones there, and now
is there
they're on
enough-
your ship.
Oh wait, and Bolg is with them. We can tell Bolg to write a teleportation circle when they get there.
But then we'll have to know what that circle is in order to go to it.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
takes like a year or something insane to make one.
To make a permanent circle.
To make a permanent one, yeah.
Couldn't Bolg share enough with you through sending to figure out where it is, or something maybe?
I mean, I guess in theory, Bold could make it every day and be like, all right, the password to the circle is star, star, circle, square, triangle.
Yeah.
And then, like, we could go there. I think that spell would work that way.
Does it
Teleportation
though?
of circles. It's one of those spells that, like, I know how it's used, but the details of exactly how it works, I'm like, fuck, I don't know.
Mm. All
I
right.
just
Someone want
linked
to
it.
share it so we can, like, read it?
So if you're casting, oh no, wait, that's not that's not teleportation circle. Teleportation circle.
It says you have to link it to a
okay.
permanent circle.
Yeah, so you are going from where you are to a permanent circle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he'd have to write it for a year, make it permanent, and then tell you the password, and then you'd have to, yeah. So no, that won't work.
We can send them to Respite. I would just tell them to avoid the harbor.
Or we
I
could
would
send them,
just tell them to like circle the island for a bit, make
Well,
sure
or-
it's clear.
or like they said, they go to that other island that's literally like an hour sail across where the
across
lake
the
was,
bay.
and then we go to Respite, and we can tell them to come get us. We could build a raft to go to them.
Yeah, they can come pick us up
Yeah.
Yeah.
if we're close enough. That's what I would do. I would just have them like go like near Respite or start working their way there, but don't go into the port unless they think it's safe and clear.
Yeah.
We're trying to think of all the ways to prevent Tom from messing with us, and we're not gonna.
No, we're
We're not gonna. Come on, Arya. Arya. Arya.
I was
I'm
just
just
trying to
really
think.
excited for the next 5 or 10 minutes. That's
Yeah, I would just leave a note for them. I'll leave a note for Bull to let them know to send me a sending when they wake up, so we know everybody's okay. And then send them on their way
Okay.
away from wherever we're going.
All right, come on.
All right. Let's go write some notes.
All right. So you are writing a note to tell them to hang out by Respite, but not go into the harbor, and await a message from you, or do you want them to send you a message when they are up and running?
Yes.
I want
Both.
them to send me a message when they're up and awake and everybody is accounted for.
Does somebody have
Okay.
a random language we could write the note in that at least somebody on the crew would understand
I mean,
that the elves may not? So then they don't know where we're sending
Draconic.
them?
think they would speak Draconic.
I mean, some of them
Do you
hunted
think-
dragons.
Do you think who would speak Draconic?
The elves.
The elves.
Yeah,
Valorin, the famous dragon hunter? You think he might speak Draconic?
all right.
I
Jim, do you have
know-
a random
Okay.
language?
Okay,
Does your mom
Sassy.
speak?
I know.
that's
I know. I
fine.
know. I know. Gnomish.
I know giant, and so would I know giant, and so would Kappa's mom.
That would be good.
Giant
Does-
seems like a language that's not common enough for everyone to know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Do you think DM does Eliwick know Gnomish?
Eliwick does know Gnomish.
Okay.
Yeah, she is a gnome, so.
Okay. I'm gonna leave a note for Eliwick.
And where are you leaving said notes?
in her shop.
I speak ogre.
You speak ogre?
Who's
You're-
Yeah, I thought it because
You're
I thought it
funny
would
to
be
speak to ogre.
more scary. Do we
Yeah.
have someone who speaks ogre?
just you?
He's just gonna start speaking ogre on him, like to himself.
We're
In flawless ogre, Falarin responds and says, "Oh, cute! I haven't heard someone speak ogre in many years."
all right. Let's just write our notes and go.
Yep.
Tom's gonna wet himself with anticipation.
I already have.
Also, I feel like Falarin could probably speak almost every language
Yeah.
just because
Yeah.
he's
Yeah.
Falarin.
So we'll just hope they don't read the notes, I guess.
Well, honestly, I don't think
yeah.
it matters.
Well,
If we
and
just
put
tell
it.
them, hey, if we
I'm
just
gonna
say,
bet
hey,
they don't
go
really
here,
give a shit about these people, and they only want us, and they
Yeah.
only
Yeah.
really want to
They just
fuck
want
us.
leverage
Yeah.
to get
Also,
us to.
Yeah.
if the note just says like, "Hey, go here because it's safe for you," you know, we don't have to feel like go here because we'll send you a message and we'll sneak away and we'll rendezvous with you. Just be like, no, go here. It's the safest place for you right now.
Yeah.
And then if we don't show up back in like 90 days or whatever, go life.
Yeah, and in like a day, I'll send him a message if I haven't heard from him too. Like I
You
can't
know,
send to
it
him now
would-
because they're unconscious, but we can check in
If-
on them too. So.
If only Kappa was alive, because then he could write a message in Thieves' Cant, and that one lady would be able to read it.
Yep.
But,
I mean, you have access to Kappa's knowledge, so I'm going to say that G would be able to write in Thieves' Cant. Like, you're not going to have rogue skills, but, like, since you have somebody with rogue abilities in your brain, essentially, I'm going to say that, yes, G would be able to use Kappa to write and understand Thieves' Cant.
Oh, well then let's just leave a message with like in Thieves' Cant for the one-armed lady, and then we could tell them to go to her.
Yeah, just
Give
put
her
her
that
name.
message.
Put her name at the top in common, so they know to give it to her.
Yeah, and then and so the message that anyone could pick up and read will be like, "Oh, hey, go to where are they? She's at Ravenwood, I think still. Or did we take her with us?
You brought Maya with you, I believe.
Oh, well then yeah, we just leave the message for Maya, and then she can translate for everyone. It's like, hey,
Yep.
you know, go here, and
Who do we
I
want
mean,
to
there's
be
all-
in charge while we're gone too?
I
Jin?
I say they just patriotically decide that on their own. Whoever is in charge.
Yeah, but then if
Let's
they
be
put some moron in there, then they all die.
Crixus's mom is in charge.
Give it back to
Obviously.
Francois.
Yeah.
He's been a captain.
I mean, if you don't leave someone in charge, Francois is definitely going to try and be in charge. Whether or not he's successful is.
I think it should be a combination of Crixus's parents and Kappa's mom.
Yeah, the moms have got
A
it.
triumvirate.
Really.
Yeah.
Yeah, let the parents
You
be
can
in charge.
usually count on moms.
Yeah,
100%.
100%. Just let the moms handle it. They'll be fine.
Yeah.
Okay. You leave your notes. You proceed.
I'm leaving one for Eliwook to attempt to work on a stronger power core for my axe. Because we're going to need it
Okay.
while we're gone.
You follow Falarin and his little elf people over to his ship. And there we go. Activate.
Question: is the plank big enough for G? Because she's still technically large.
Yeah, the plank is very sturdy, and I've lost my
Okay.
screen. Awesome. Hold on.
Nice.
Perfect.
Okay, I just wanted to know if there'd be a comedic G steps on it, it breaks, and then we're just like, well, now I got Fisher out of the ocean.
That's why she was all the way out in the ocean.
Just doing a test roll, Tom. When it comes through. Not hitting anyone. Of course, I wasted that 20.
Why? Guys, stop rolling actual 20s.
I'm making sure it's rolling, actually. 'cause
Yeah.
It wasn't before.
Roll your melee damage for your unarmed strike, guys.
Melee.
So you don't waste 20s. Just don't roll to
Actually
hit.
pretty
Just
good advice.
don't roll to hit. Just roll the damage for a melee attack.
But
For
the
unarmed like
damage
that.
works, and it's the attack roll I need to see. That's what doesn't work.
Alright,
Well,
keep
it worked
listening,
now,
guys.
and there went your 20. So
Yep.
I don't want to hear
Uh,
tricks on the expert on computers.
Just saying. Hey, I can fix our freaking dwarven whatever the hell engine.
That's
you
true.
you handed Eliwick tools. We all know it.
Nope. I can fix it. I know about it.
You handed her tools.
Ooh.
We're a gopher.
The flux
probably
capacitor.
Zoid handed her his tool. Anyways,
It appears some people are stuck on your ship.
Oh.
Why
Elven
aren't you
ship
guys
is stuck-
coming? Oh,
It's at 99%.
Ooh, that's
yeah, it
cool.
looks like 4 of you are stuck over on the other map. Hold on.
Not me for once.
Ooh, lots of
99 for me.
cans.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, oh.
Hey, there everybody is. All right. So as you step
there is
over
a
onto
lot
the
of
ship,
map on here.
I wouldn't worry about that. You step onto the elven ship, and Falarin looks around at the rest of the elves. The other paladin will approach with one of his other with his entourage here.
Which one is he?
He's the one
Oh,
next to Hoven now. So
Can you make that full screen?
This one?
Yeah, the paladin one.
Falarin kind of looks at him and looks at you guys, and he's like, all right, some things are going to happen now that are a little bit outside my control, so I will retire for now, and I will see you later and leave you in my associate's capable hands. And he is going to go downstairs. The other guy, this guy, with a wide, kind of cruel smile, looks at you all and says, welcome. I'm so glad you've all come. Now, if you could all first hand your weapons to this fine person to my right, that would be lovely.
I don't think that was part of the deal.
That wasn't part of the deal. What are we
We
going to
were-
do with them against an entire ship anyway?
Yeah, against people who are
Ooh.
clearly more powerful than us.
Yeah.
You've got a misunderstanding about what's happening here. Let me educate you real quick. You're going to give your weapons to my associate, or I'm going to kill your family. Then you're all going to, he reaches to the person on his left, you're all going to put on these amulets, which will prevent you from using magic. If you don't, I'm going to kill your family. Does that make sense to you?
Crick says, I'm going to enjoy watching you kill this guy eventually.
Me too.
Is the amulet like totally unnegotiable? Because I'm just really documenting things here, so really, is the amulet 100% necessary?
The
I don't have
amulet
any
is
weapons.
100% necessary.
I don't
DM,
have
what
any
colors?
weapons. Look at me. No
DM,
weapons.
what color is the amulet?
The amulets are silver with blue gems.
So do you have a?
See that I don't really like that color scheme. Can you like give me a different color?
So does my
Uh,
little
Too much
buddy here?
clashing.
Does it get an amulet too? I mean,
G, roll me a d12.
Oh boy, this is either going to be really funny or really fucked up. 5.
Oh, I'm seeing the dice rolls again now.
That's good.
My character sheet's still messed up.
He kind of closes his eyes for a minute and he says, "The large male dragonborn first on the list. Is that who I should start with, or do you want to hand your things over?"
Jesus, I was just asking about the color of the amulet. Fuck, man.
Just sigh and hand over my sword.
Ooh. Can't wait to be the last thing you ever see.
Great. I'm really glad we could finally come to some arrangement here. You see, when you're here on my ship, it's crucial for my safety and my crew's safety that you cooperate here. So, you know. And he'll look directly at you, Crixus, and he says, "Or you could resist. Who knows what'll happen?"
Yeah. Real big talk from someone threatening my family. For leverage.
My dear boy, that is how leverage works.
Yeah.
Is anyone going to try and hide anything on themselves to keep away from the elves?
Why do I have to wear an amulet? I can't do any magic. I just hit stuff with my sword.
Everyone is going to wear one.
You wouldn't deprive a wizard of their walking stick.
Water is gonna try and hide the wand of the war mage, even though it's like the same size as him. He's like, this is actually my carrot.
Dodor, give me a sleight of hand check or
It's
a
a
deception check if you're going to try and convince them it's something it's not.
It's just a snack for later. Dodor likes to chew on stuff.
Literally.
Yeah.
I have nothing
I'm
left in my
actually at
bag.
disadvantage, so this is gonna go very badly.
Oh, your backpack is just full
Bear
of
in
pellets
mind,
now,
he
Crixus.
has
Oh, yeah.
just offered to kill Crixus's dad.
Oh,
Just hand it over, Dodor.
He's like, but I like it. It makes me look so much cooler.
Well, are we getting these back? Or are we just
Probably.
all right. I'll
Look.
hand over all. I mean, I don't have any weapons really, but I'll hand over the staff and.
Look, I don't want any of your weird items, anything that you haven't taken off my people. Those things we'll probably want back, but you know,
I don't think we've
things
taken
made
anything
by
off.
lesser beings don't really interest us.
Do you remember
Do I
where
have
I
to
got
keep
my
my
sword
holy
from,
symbol?
Tom?
Out of character,
Yeah.
have we actually taken anything from his people?
The
my armor,
I
Oh,
think
my
yeah,
blade.
Hogan has all of the things.
Hoven's
Yeah.
armor, Hoven's weapon.
Actually, I
My
think my
weapon-
armor too.
My
Mhm.
sword.
Yeah,
Yeah,
is
anybody
the
who's got the
radiant.
composite armor.
Am I still wearing composite armor, or did I switch it out? No, I still have it. Composite breastplate of acid. That came in handy one time.
And now it's being
But
taken
when it
from
came
you.
in handy, it came in really handy.
It did. And
Are
no,
we
they're
gonna
not
get a
taking our
re-
armor, they're just taking our weapons.
They are not taking your armor, just your weapons and anything you would be using to cast spells.
I hand him my sword and my javelins. I want a
Are they-
receipt for that.
Are they going to ask for the diadem, or because that's like not really a weapon, but
The what? Diadem?
Well, no, because if you wear the bracelet thingy,
Like
the
crown.
amulet, you
Oh.
can't use your magic.
right? So they're really
It's
only
not a
after.
weapon.
Yeah, so they're really only after the staff, right? Like that's basically all I have to give up.
I'm gonna make him make an Arcana check to see if he wants that diadem off you.
I don't think
Okay.
he does.
It's in my hair, and it just looks like a really cool headband. Like it's really just holding my flyaways away, up.
This elf approach. So he collects everybody's stuff.
Mhm.
And passes out the amulets. Once the amulets are on you, if you try and like grab it, your hand just kind of passes through it. These are enchanted to where they have to be taken off you. You cannot take them off. He approaches you, Reyna, and looks real close at your diadem. And when he does, he's gonna notice that your ears aren't quite round, are they?
They are not. No.
So he kind of like reaches out and like brushes your hair back, because I imagine you wear it to cover your ears.
Mhm.
And I'm not even going to make you make an insight check for this. He just kind of like curls his lip in disgust at you. And he will turn and just like, not like he doesn't want to touch you, as he will kind of back away. Looking at Nigel, he will produce a piece of paper and write down what he has taken from you and give it to you, Nigel.
Does he do that with everybody or just him?
He's got everybody's thing on the list and he hands it to Nigel.
Good. We'll
Okay.
expect these back.
He's like, I don't really care what you expect, but that's outside of my jurisdiction.
Oh. I want to murder this dude. I'm getting as angry as
Where's
Crixus.
Where's our fucking quarters?
Yeah. Dicks.
I'd like to be out of
he'll
your
say-
sight.
He says, "Oh, me too, me too." And he will call for one of his elven people, and she'll approach the group, and she'll tell you to follow her and go down these stairs. As soon as you follow her down the stairs, this ship has been packed full of like extra bunks and stuff to hold more people than are normally on it. So like this whole forward section of the ship has been made into living quarters, but where you are on the ship is the like food storage and kitchen area. So you see several elves that are sitting at tables. One is actively cooking. And your guide is going to move up this way. Sorry, I went the wrong way for the stairs here. As you pass by a bunch of those masked, quote-unquote, elven types, as she will lead you down these stairs.
Oh, great.
I'm constantly looking out for a golden dragonborn wearing a mask.
I'm stuck going down
Taking
the
it
same
up.
stairs over and over again. Okay.
Oh, no.
Okay. I figured it out.
Don't get trapped on the stairs. They're very dangerous.
He's like,
I can't even go
And-
downstairs.
Can
And
I,
could
as
I be like keeping a tally of like how many people were seeing
Yeah.
too, like clocking like an estimate number of people on this boat?
Yeah, absolutely. We'll resolve this part first. Your guide takes you down here, and she kind of gestures to either side. There are 6 doors. She says, you can divide yourselves up however you like between these 6 rooms here.
as I'm going past these other 4 rooms, can I try to like actively listen to what's going on behind them?
Yeah. Give me a perception check.
22?
With a 22, you can definitely hear people in all 4 of these rooms. All right, so I've got Hoven, Reyna, and Sojourner in one room. I've got Crixus and Nigel in another room. Dodor is still deciding. If you guys want, you can all
gonna sleep in the
fit
backpack, so like.
You
We
guys
all fit
could
in one?
You could all fit in one room if you wanted.
Yeah, let's do that.
Oh yeah, that's probably better.
Also in the one room.
It would be cramped with all of you in there, but you could do it.
Okay, let's all do that.
Which room would you like?
Daughter is gonna be like, guys, I have a lot of like fire spells I can do, so like we can sync them, but then I can't actually swim. So once we sync them, like I don't have a plan beyond that, but I still think it's a good plan.
Also, Dodor, you've got no spells you can cast right now.
I think unlike the other jewel, that jewel on there is gonna stop you from doing all that. I mean, you can try, but
I think
Keep
like
thinking of plans though. Just
I
in
think
case.
if I ask pretty please, I will be able to do it, but like I get your point.
I mean, you can always just try to fire away and see what happens.
Yes.
Ooh,
He's
I was
gonna sit there and like concentrate really, really hard, and he's gonna be like. No,
While Dodo
it's
is concentrating, can I try to reach out and remove the amulet? Because, as the rules were stated, we cannot remove them from ourselves. They must be removed for us.
Mhm.
You are unable to remove your friend's ambulance. That is a thing that was thought of.
Yeah.
I had to
When-
check.
When they
Yep.
No,
That's
had
true.
to check. Had to check.
I know
Absolutely.
you had to check.
when Dodor attempts to cast a spell, can I act like it really? Oh shit! I was wrong.
It's so
You
hot
can
in
act
here.
however you want.
You stay. No.
So that
Gee, what-
amulet,
No.
that amulet, is it spells or all magic in general?
Magic in general.
Okay, because I was gonna say I have my rune stones on me, but that technically also counts as magic, so I didn't know if those would be affected or not.
I think this
Yes,
is not their
so-
first rodeo. I think they know how to suppress your abilities.
You know what's
They
not
are-
magic?
Yeah,
My fucking
Fist.
dragon's breath.
I still can cast iron.
Oh man, I was waiting for you to say, you know, it's not magic, and then flex.
No. Oh, hate that too.
Oh,
Missed
Okay, so
opportunity.
how-
Opportunity missed.
I know. Damn it.
If it makes you feel better, that was gonna be
There.
my next line, but then you said it, so now I'm.
nice.
You know, it's not magic.
These guns.
You know what? You know what's not magic? These babies.
These ballistas.
know what's
with a
not
29
magic?
flex check.
You know
With
it's
a
not
29
magic? I can
The
see
elf with
through
you
your
goes,
web.
damn.
Hey,
I can
how,
also say that.
Guys, there's
how-
not enough room in here. There's not enough room in here for a flex off. We cannot do that right now. We're in a tiny room.
But also,
Oh, another
I can
question,
still set
Tom.
the ship on fire with my breath.
True. Another question for you there, DM.
Mhm.
Are there any protrusions in the wall? How tall is the door? Like, what's the general stuff going on in this room?
Protrusions like what? What are you looking for?
Like, do they have like nails in the wall that hang something up on? Do the beds have like bedpost frames?
Okay.
Stuff like that.
Yeah, so your room is quite plain. So your beds are actually just mattresses that have been thrown on the floor. You
Okay.
don't have bed frames. The walls do have hooks for hanging cloaks and clothes and stuff on. But otherwise, your room is very plain. It has a sconce for a light. The light does not appear to actually be fire. It does appear to be some sort of just magical moat that produces
Okay.
light. But
Because
yeah,
I have
very
to,
plain.
because I have to try. Can I try to hook the necklace on one of those hooks and see if that takes it off?
Ooh.
It absolutely does not take it off.
Okay, had to try.
What
I know you did.
what kind of form is Sojourner in at this point? Is he like more humanoid? Is he just goo? Can he transform?
Sojourner's got control over his body, but not any ability to still no ability to do magic.
Yeah, like as a plasmoid, that's all physiology. That's just control over my form.
Okay.
I can still extend my pseudopod and all of that. It's just at this point, I am no better than a common cave slime, except that I'm intelligent. That
Hey,
being
don't talk
said,
about my friend
I am-
Sojourner like that.
I am still a threat if I can get inside your mouth, because I can fit in a hole as small as 1 inch, and your throat can get there.
Aren't we all? Anyway.
Just to get it out of the way, Tom. I would have been in Minotaur form still from the fight. If I shift to a smaller form, does the necklace change size?
Yes.
Okay,
The
that's
necklace
what I
is going
figured.
to stay on you.
Yeah, I figured.
All he said when he was talking about its removal is that it had to be removed by someone. He was non-specific as to who had to do it or how that process worked, and anyone with a reasonably good insight would be able to tell that he did not give you that information by design. He did not want you to have that information.
Yeah, I would imagine one of them have to remove it, or some kind of special device that they have to do. Or all you smart people can, I don't know, study the thing.
For now, you guys can feel the ship start to move. You hear it detach from your own ship, and you are on the move. What do you guys want to be doing?
Crixus, if we kick at the same time, maybe we can kick a hole through the side of their ship.
I mean,
Maybe we wait till we're further away from our ship
yeah.
before we try anything, because they can just
Okay,
turn around
maybe.
and head right back to the ship and murder everybody.
And they didn't say we had to stay in this room, right? Like they were just like,
Yep, this is just where you're going to be.
okay.
So
To kind
if
of
you want
retcon
to
a little
move
bit,
about the ship, yeah, go ahead.
when we started moving over to their ship, did we see the
Mhm.
people come from upstairs? Or from the bottom of our ship? Are they still watching our people? Like they still got people on our ship?
As far as you know, there are no elf people left on your ship. Falarin was not by himself, but he really just had that one other guard with him,
Mhm.
and both of them left. You didn't see any other elves on the ship.
Okay.
And Reyna, give me an investigation check real quick.
Oh, it's still bad. It's only an 11.
Only an 11. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And I don't even get
as
inspiration
far-
because it was a 2.
As far as you know, there are at least 20 elves and masked non-elves on this ship that you've seen.
Mm-hmm. And
G-
the paladin one and the paladin elf.
Yeah,
right?
those Falarin and the other guy would
Falarin.
also have been in that number. G, when you exit the room, the elf that had escorted you to your room is standing outside. She doesn't stop you, but she is watching.
Just gonna be like, kitchen's that way, right? And just keep on walking.
That is correct.
Up to the kitchen I go.
Yeah, I think
I'll
we
go.
should probably try and get up to the main level so we can at least watch and see where we're going, or try and get a sense of where we're going.
True.
That's where I'm gonna head.
Okay. Let's see who's where. Oh my god, you guys are all moving. Okay. Nigel, you find your way up on deck. As soon as you do, everyone on deck kind of focuses on you. They are, and as you all come up, that is true of all of you, or they are almost like they're unsure if they're supposed to stop you or not. The elf at the helm will approach. He will leave another elf in charge of the helm.
Since everyone's looking at me.
With a 30, several of the lady elves swoon. But yeah, you are approached by this one. It says, "Some fresh air already. I hope your accommodations are up to your standard."
Oh, they're perfectly acceptable. Thanks so much for your generosity.
From the amount of time that has elapsed, you are still able to see your ship kind of rapidly shrinking into the distance. I would say that given your known position, you can tell that you are traveling sort of northeast.
Yep.
Where were we before? When they picked us up again? We were at that deep hole by Ravenswood, right?
Yeah, so you're just off Ravenwood. So you're kind of traveling more north than east, but still a northeast tack.
Okay.
So now that you guys got us in your trap, you gonna tell us who wants to actually talk to us, or just gonna make it more suspenseful?
So I think you might have an idea of what the answer to that question is. I'm not really supposed to give you any more information than you already have, but I will tell you this. For some reason,
Mm-hmm.
people of a higher position than myself have decided that the best way to deal with you is through your cooperation and not by just violently removing things from you, which of course would have been my choice. But as it sits, unless you do something to force my hand, I'm not going to do that. So what I would like for you to do is stay out of my way and not cause trouble. Does that make sense?
Uh-huh.
Can we get your name as well, so we can not cause trouble and be friends? You know ours, obviously.
He does not look at Reyna. He continues to look at Crixus
Mhm.
as he's just like, and he is not looking at Reyna pointedly.
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah, he
Crixus,
just continues
what
to
is it?
address Crixus, and he just sort of ignores. He's not ignoring you in a way that is like smooth. He is like, he kind of grits his teeth a little bit when you talk, and he's like, "So, if there's anything you need from up here, please make it quick, and then return to the lower decks if
I
you
mean,
don't
I don't know if you heard, but the young lady over there did ask for your name, and she would like it, or hell, I would like it as well. Fuck.
I'm assuming you're like Captain. Do we call you Captain? What are you?
You Captain Stubing?
I think that that thing over there does not deserve answers, but I will give them to you. My name is Samar,
Samar?
and
Are you
yeah,
a chick?
For his friends, and we're his friends, so we can just call him Sam.
Oh, that's awesome.
I love Dodo.
hold on. I need to make a roll for him real quick. You suspect he just took some. You suspect he just took some psychic damage from Dodor as he just kind of turns and walks.
Oh, I got a nice one on cuteness.
Oh,
Dodor is the least cute rabbit that has ever lived for a moment.
Oh, he's just sad. Do I
speaking
recall
of-
that name?
Give me a history check.
Oh, there's the nat one. I'm just really upset right now, guys. Don't worry about me.
You guys got inspiration though.
I know, I'll take that.
He's a mystery.
Yep.
Speaking of Dodor, though, Dodor, I'd like you to roll me a d20.
Okay.
When we get a chance, Tom, can I try and reach out to Vaughn, whatever his name is? I can't remember again. Evasive. When we get a chance.
You may. You may do that. Give me a minute here.
Yeah. Just whenever.
Okay. With a 14.
Am I cute enough?
Dodor, you're not sure why, but your wrist begins to kind of itch.
He's gonna start scratching.
He's gonna what?
He's gonna scratch it.
That's fine.
Dodor's got fleas.
Are you guys going to try and stay up on deck against this guy's wishes, or are you going to go down? There are also 2 doors into the forecastle and the aft castle, if that you could go to if you wanted to check them out.
Don't you get fancy with your boat terms?
I was gonna say, take her down.
Yeah.
Take her down.
Killer.
Forecastle right here. After castle back here.
Where's the poop deck? I need to know where to go.
This ship doesn't have one.
Where do we poop then?
That's not what a poop deck is, and you know that.
As Crix just like pulls his pants back up, he's like, "Oh shit! I thought we were supposed to be right here." Sorry.
Can I take just like can I just like really investigate and look at this cannon and try and like figure out like if one were to, I don't know, disable it, if there was a way to do that without drawing any attention to myself. I'm just gonna pretend like I'm sketching in my book and really study this cannon.
You can give me either an Arcana or an Investigation. While you do that, Hoven, you go up into the forecastle where you find spaces for essentially the higher ups, right? So this is probably where mates would stay if it was a regular boat, but this is probably where either Falarin or Simar will stay if whoever is higher in the hierarchy would or whoever is lower in the hierarchy would probably stay in here.
Can I look
But no
for...
one is in here at the moment.
Well, since there's no one in here, can I shut the door and try to look for anything that might remove these collars?
Give me an investigation check and roll me a d20. Reyna, while that's happening, with a 23 Arcana, these are magic cannons. So they shoot cannonballs like normal, but they when you load them with mundane ammunition, they will enchant it with some sort of elemental damage. So presumably, whoever is firing it selects what type of damage they want to add on to this and use it that way. It would certainly be possible to overload this so that it exploded. I don't know if Reyna has the technical knowledge to do that sneakily, but Reyna could figure out how to make that happen.
Okay. Yeah, okay. And what's the range we talking about? How far these cannons shoot? Do I get that, or have any knowledge of that?
The range is not terribly far, but it is certainly farther than your ballistics.
Gotcha. Okay. Magic cannons that I could make explode. Is there a way to disable them without making them explode? Like if I like change a glyph or
so if you just wanted to disable it without causing like damage, then yeah, you could mess with the carriage that it sits on. Like it's held in place by regular like line and a cannon carriage. So like if you sabotage the carriage, it would fire once and then not go back into place essentially.
Oh, if you
Okay,
just
good
set
to know.
it free, it would go backwards and slam into the other one.
That's correct.
Okay, good. Just notes for later, just in case.
Yep. Yeah, no worries. Hoven, you are searching around this room. I think I did not put the
I gotta-
walls correctly in that
Wow.
room. Yeah, you're not supposed to be able to see both sides at once, but I
Okay.
fucked that up. So you are kind of poking around in here. There does appear to be like you don't notice anything that you're like specifically looking for, but it's a well-adorned room with a nice bed, chest of drawers, a little chest with some stuff in it, a little potion cabinet, a bookshelf, and a desk.
Yeah, can I look? I'm gonna look inside the desk just to see if there anything of value in there.
If you try and open the drawers on the desk, an alarm will immediately sound, which will bring some. You will all on deck be able to hear it as Hoven, these two people come into the room and immediately approach you.
Sounds like Hoven's up to his old shenanigans again.
They
What kind of
immediately
response
get on
time?
either side of you.
Can I help you? I'm just trying to let my rocks out, or I guess poop.
What are
as
you doing
would-
in here?
I'm telling you, I'm trying to find a way to poop. I'm trying to get my rocks out, and I figured you might have one of those foldable ones, and apparently it's not in here.
Get out.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to get the waste out.
You leave immediately followed by both of them. And they're like, if you have to do that, just fucking either use a regular bathroom like a real person or stick it over the side. Do whatever makes you happy there, bud.
All right, if you want some flying debris, there we go.
The
That's on you.
Oven. Oven, you notice that the pieces bounce off of a little light, almost like an arcane shield around the boat as you let them fly.
Hey, you know what? We learned something else now. So
They're like, "Wow, I really did not expect him to do that, but you know what?
You suggested it. I'm just saying.
Gotta respect the dedication." Okay. Sojourner and G, are you guys doing anything right now, or are we just waiting for the close of day?
She
oh,
is going to the kitchen.
Okay.
and I'm just trying to contact the vases.
Let me deal with G, and then we'll deal with that.
Oh.
G, you find yourself up on the deck with the kitchens. What do you want to do there?
Do they have food there?
They absolutely have food there.
Is it good food or like shitty food?
What kind of food does G like?
A lot of spicy foods. The type
You
that if
would.
you're not used to it will definitely give you diarrhea.
This is not super spicy food. It's a lot of like fish and produce, and like lightly seasoned.
Great. Can I immediately commandeer the kitchen and start making food that I like?
You can try.
I'm gonna do that.
There does appear to be a dedicated cook that is at the. This is a little cooking station over here. If you approach and try and like start cooking, she's gonna look at you and be like, "Can I help you?"
Apparently not. The food you seem to make is very tasteless.
Look, I'm not supposed to stab you unless you attack me, but I'm feeling a little attacked right now, if that makes sense.
Listen, all I'm saying is I have a very particular palate, Your food is probably really good for you and your people. It is not going to satisfy me, and I don't think anyone wants to see me hangry. So I'm just going to make myself something to eat, and then I'll leave.
Make me a persuasion check.
Okay. I didn't think I'd get this far. Let's go.
What was your plan? My plan did not extend this far.
19.
All right. On a 19, I'm going to move your token up to where she is because you guys are spread out here. On a 19, she is going to kind of like, she'll step back from the stove area and she'll be like, if you teach me something worthwhile, I'll let you cook. If you waste my time, I think I can get away with cutting off a finger without getting into trouble, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there.
Great. DM, I would like to use the ability you gave me, aka the chef feat, in order to prepare the most immaculate. What type of meal do I want to make, though?
I don't know. What do you want to make?
What type of meal can they make? They have a lot of water, a lot of fish. I can make like a fish ramen, or
Ooh, ramen sounds good right now.
Poke bowl. We love a poke bowl.
Ooh, I do love a
Okay.
Pokeball.
Yeah.
That's what G will do. G will teach them how to make a moderately spicy poke bowl, as well as
Is it
probably
okay
some.
or poke? Bowl?
I think it's. That's a good question. I don't actually know. I've always heard of poke.
All right. Now I feel dumb ordering those.
I mean, it's
could be wrong.
Japanese, right?
Yeah.
I equate it to Pokemon, right?
Yeah,
Ah,
damn
ooh,
it,
good
I
point,
was
good
just
point.
going
That's how I
there
did too,
too.
yeah.
It's not
Yeah.
Pokemon.
Yeah, that's if a
That's what I'm
Jamaican orders that. Give me a
So-
Pokemon.
Mhm.
Give me a poke, man. So probably some sushi, some poke bowls, and since G is meant to be kind of Japanese inspired, whatever other Japanese seafood dish that I can't think of off the top of my head right now.
Sashimi,
That's a good one. Sashimi's a good one. Yeah.
Mhm.
sushis, and
Ooh.
sashimis.
I woke up like an
I
hour
don't
before
thi- I don't think
D&D.
sushi
My
needs
brain
an
is not
S.
here.
It's a
roll me
it's
a
a letter
D20.
Kenny reference.
Yeah, no, I love that show so much. Guys, I think I'm having a stroke.
You might be.
Do you smell
Wait till
toast?
after the game, at least.
Wow, awesome.
No, that was
I love
also
my
a
rolls.
letter Kenny reference.
Okay. So you're trying to make your Pokeball, and you don't have all the ingredients you would like to make this work, but you do a decent job of it. It's not your finest, but it is pretty good. This person is going to try a bite of it.
Mm-hmm.
As she takes a bite of your Pokeball, she starts fanning her mouth a little bit. She's like, "Oh, too spicy. Good, but spicy."
Oh,
Elves eat very bland food.
I mean, you could definitely. I could teach you this recipe with less spice, if that's what you would like.
Pussy.
Didn't you just add like a pinch of white pepper?
She's like, "Honestly, I don't even know why we have that stuff. It's too intense."
Sounds like me.
Welcome to the Midwest.
Wow.
Elves are like the whitest people you know. But she does seem to like it. She just doesn't. She doesn't like all the spice in it. So yeah, she's into it. She's into your little cooking lesson there.
I will spend the rest of the trip as much as I can teaching her foreign recipes, and maybe
Okay.
taking out some of the spice because apparently they can't handle it. The fucking pussies.
Absolutely. Nigel, make me a religion check.
Stupid, I'm terrible at those.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
they really-
almost good.
They really need to switch that.
You're not sure if you can't reach Evasis or if he's ignoring you, but you are not able to get in touch with him.
Well, I have an idea that I'll share once we're all together in the room again.
I too have an idea. This cooking is stage 1.
So the day progresses. Unless anybody else wants to accomplish anything right now, we'll kind of cut to the end of the day, which is the next time things will really be happening.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. As the day gets to an end, do you guys retire to your room? How do you want to like come together and debrief each other on what you found out or what you learned or what have you?
Maybe
Or
go
do you
out-
want to be still spread around the ship?
Maybe go
Nah.
talk in our room.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd definitely
Yep.
be in the room.
All right. Everyone move your tokens to your room.
DM, I can't move downstairs. I'm gonna need your help with that.
I will use my special DM powers to warp you downstairs.
Woo!
Woo.
You
My
gotta make the
daughter's gonna
noise.
be like, so there's a guy and his name is Sam. And then he doesn't like Reina, but I think he doesn't like Reina because he's secretly into her and he's trying to pretend he doesn't like her. This is what I know.
Is he
don't
being,
think
Theodore says that you can hear someone from above deck going, "God damn it!"
Yeah.
Theodore,
I
is he
guess that's
being
actually
like,
probably a pretty good. We should probably make sure we're not being spied on or listened to in here before we actually say too much.
and
else.
how are we gonna do that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe check for rooms
Yeah.
or
Can
something.
we check for? Yeah. Can we? Yeah. Investigation checks or something? Can we like check and make sure there aren't any listening devices or? Yeah. If there's any
Give
magic up or anything.
Give me either investigation or perception.
for the
I'm-
record, it's a ship.
Hmm.
I don't think the planks are particularly soundproof.
We'll whisper.
I learned if you're gonna say you're gonna have to take a poop, make sure you have one in the chamber. Otherwise, then you'll look like a silly goose. I'm just saying.
You would.
No one
Solid
wants to
advice.
look like a silly goose. Okay. Reina, you kind of search around your room. G Kappa is correct. Like, you can hear things going on outside your room. So if somebody is just outside listening carefully, they would probably be able to hear you to some extent. But you don't find any like actual spying, listening devices in your room.
Okay. And is that elf that was out there outside our door before still out there?
At the end of the day, you will notice that a shift change occurs, and she switches places with another elf person. I just realized a moment ago that I made all of my elf tokens women, so
I was gonna say if it's another woman, I just walk out and start flexing.
it is absolutely another woman, and I did not realize I had done that until just now.
That's
So
okay.
apparently-
I'll walk out and take this one, Crixus. Don't you worry about it.
Oh,
Apparently, the elf population is female heavy.
maybe it's not a bad idea. Maybe these elves know what's up.
I mean,
Maybe.
when we all split off, me and Reina did really good, and we're the only 2 women here, and the rest of you got super lost. So
We
Lost,
did
I
nail
ain't gonna-
that.
I didn't get
We
lost. I
are-
didn't go nowhere.
We are remembering that sequence perfectly.
So
we definitely aced every challenge in front of us.
I detect
And
no
I-
flaws in that logic.
Right.
I'm-
Yeah.
It's
And
women
Nigel
logic,
is
I
there,
swear.
which means that Nigel is an honorary woman.
I was there too.
No, you went off with the other guys, and you ran ahead, and I separated.
all right, guys, let's focus. And I'm gonna whisper. We have somebody with us that they don't know about. If we can get Kappa back in his body, he's not wearing a necklace.
Do you think we'll need magic to
I
do
was-
that?
I don't know. I was gonna try and ask Evasis, but he's not answering my calls.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Jem because they didn't put one on him.
No, because we.
Jem. Jem, take off his necklace. See if you can do it.
I gotta be honest, I totally forgot about Gary.
Nah.
That's
Oh,
true.
yeah.
Gary would absolutely have gotten a necklace.
Aw.
Your
Oh.
necklace has a necklace.
Necklace
Fucking
is
Inception over here.
Right.
Do we like maybe we just have to get his body out and his soul will go into it?
Right, but the
Gary-
body's held with
Gary
magic.
looks at Dodor and says, "Be honest, am I pulling this necklace off or does it make me look silly?"
Like, you look beautiful. I think you should
That's-
always wear it now.
Damn it, we can't
I
access
knew we
the
were
item
best
box.
friends for a reason.
We cannot access the item box, can we?
Damn it. We should have put his body in the bag of holding.
Guys, I think we're just stuck with like this until we can figure out who the fuck wants it or what needs to be done.
And I'll be trying to reach out to evasives every chance I get until I make contact.
Okay.
You know what?
Worst
I'll
case,
reach out to what's her name.
I try to reach out to
If you-
mine, but I'm pretty sure I disowned him.
Saris.
Oh, talk to your
you
dad.
two- everybody who is trying to reach out to a deity, give me a religion check.
Can I try again, Tom? Or no, since I did earlier.
I'm gonna let you do it once per day.
Cool.
Oh, there we go. A little better.
Okay. G, you kind of reach out into the ether, and you get a ping response from Saris as she kind of like doesn't manifest near you, but responds to your call, and is just like, yeah, what? Oh, no, 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 and fucking cuts off.
Rude.
Yeah.
Huh.
What?
That's an odd response, right?
What happened?
Like full on panic as soon as she made contact with me.
What happened right now? Did you reach her?
Why are you talking to Rena? Rena's
Or
not
not.
the one reaching the god.
I thought it was.
No, that's me. I don't know how you got us mixed up. Me and Rena sound nothing alike.
Yeah.
Well, Raina
Like,
responded with,
totally.
"That was a weird response."
Yeah, because
Well,
I just
I
told
that
you
was
what
more that was more Lexi than Raina, to be fair.
Oh, okay.
It's because they're wearing the same necklace.
That you know what?
It's all the same.
Got to be a girl thing, I guess. I don't
Yeah, just the jewelry.
know. Sorry. G, what was said? Did you reach her?
Yes, and then she said yes. What did it? Oh, fuck, no.
She said, fuck, no.
Yeah, something
Well,
like
that's
that.
a weird response.
That is a weird response.
Oddly enough,
Probably.
Raina's reaction is exactly like Lexi.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
There we go. How we
I mean,
linked that.
Was
I'm
it
I'm
because
just
there's
still
two?
afraid of the elves.
I mean, was it because there's two of you in that one body, or
No, I'm pretty sure it's the elves. I'm like 90% sure it's the elves. Excuse me. That Pokeball's giving me the hiccups.
You got a
I mean,
Pokeball and didn't share it with anyone?
I mean, there's more up in the kitchen. There's more in the kitchen. I made a lot. I got some of the elves to try it. Apparently they're real big pussies and can't handle spice,
I mean, that's fair.
which
Well,
gives me an idea.
ooh, what's your idea? You're gonna give them all the shits?
Well, there are certain spices that don't hit until later.
like
once they're in the
cyanide, right?
stomach.
That's kind
That's a
of what I
good
was thinking.
spice.
Yeah, exactly like cyanide. So if I can get them to start eating my cooking, we can rehabilitate a handful of them due to their absolute pussy fucking stomachs.
All right, Tom is actually taking offense to the fact that you keep calling them pussies because they can't handle spice.
They're absolute pointy-eared pussy stomachs.
You son of a bitch.
You heard.
So, a quick sidebar. when we stop in port, I make a big pot of chicken tortilla soup, and I don't make it overly spicy, but it's a little spicy. And we had a guy on one time who was just like, "Oh no, I can't eat this. It's way too spicy." And the other guy sitting at the table just made this huge face. And as soon as that other guy left, he was like, "So does Bill just have bitch mouth or what?" I'm like,
Oh.
I've never heard someone say that, but yes.
Bill absolutely has bitch mouth.
Fuck you guys, I have bitch mouth.
So that's a new term for you guys.
Yeah.
That is a good one.
Listen, if you don't eat jalapenos as a snack, you have bitch mouth.
No.
That's
Yeah.
fair. Honestly,
I mean,
couldn't
jalapenos are
imagine.
pretty light and twice.
Fuck both
Ugh,
of you.
couldn't imagine.
Fuck all of you.
Jalapenos. I know people that are like, man, jalapenos are so hot. I'm like, dude, those are like the lowest of the hot peppers out there. What do you mean?
Here's another interesting factoid. Cultural spiciness is totally a thing too. So like, my mom has a friend who's Vietnamese, and when they go to like a Thai restaurant or something, she will order like the very spiciest, like beyond 5-star menu. But if they go to a Mexican restaurant, she's like, "Oh no, I can't handle that spice. I can't handle it." So
Oh, 100%.
It's different.
Yeah,
Another
if-
interesting
Different chilies, yeah.
Kinda makes
yeah.
sense.
Well, because they use different chilies and different peppers and stuff.
Mhm.
Because yeah, that's the same thing. Like I, being Hispanic, I'll eat like habaneros and stuff, and I'm like, oh, it's all right, little hot, but we're good. And then someone be like, yeah, this is like a low Thai spice. I'm like, fuck you mean a low Thai spice? This is equivalent to a habanero. I'll eat it, but dear God, I can't go much higher than this. And they're like, dude, there's like 12 other dishes that are way spicier than that. I'm like, nope, ain't doing it.
So my wife is Mexican, and she absolutely has bitch mouth.
Isn't she Mexican?
Yep,
She's
she's
breaking
the whitest
stereotypes.
person I know, but she's a little brown.
Awesome.
I was gonna say my mom is everything Northern European, and she doesn't have bitch mouth. So
You know what? I blame my mom.
Anyway, we've gotten off track here.
Sorry.
anyways, the point is the elves have bitch mouth and pussy stomachs. Therefore, we could probably subtly poison them with spice instead of actual poison.
If you
I
can
mean-
get them to eat it.
I was gonna say they got to eat it first.
Well, their chef ate it, and I gave her the recipe.
It doesn't mean they're gonna continue to eat it if it's too spicy. I don't see why they would
Well-
keep making. I like the plan,
Well,
but we can try it.
I told her
Yeah,
there's a
that
way to
could
make it with less spice. So if we continue to make these meals slightly less spicy, and then I'll help make one and make it really spicy.
But they won't eat it.
So they might try it, but they might. I mean,
Oh,
we can try.
Sometimes when you got bitch lips, all it takes is one bite.
You know what? I can attest to that.
Or at the very
Uh,
least, they'll be too focused on the spice to fight back if we try to escape.
Or it might enrage them to make them want to fight even more.
Would you go hand to hand with someone in a boxing match while your mouth is on fire and you're drooling and crying?
If you fed me super spicy shit as a joke, we would be fighting.
Do you think you could win
To
that
be
fight,
fair,
though?
Crix's mouth is often on fire, not because of spicy food.
Exactly.
Well, I ain't talking to Crixus because Crixus clearly doesn't have a bitch mouth.
No, Crixus does not. Tom 100% does. But to be fair, I blame my mother for feeding me tablespoons of cayenne pepper when I said bad words.
Gotta watch out for that.
Yep.
I feel
Neither
like
of
that
those
would.
took then.
I was gonna say I feel like that would help you
Build
not
up a
have bitch
tolerance.
mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But-
You would
Yeah.
think, but I think because it was so much at once, I think it like permanently like fucked up my taste buds.
And I
Now-
bet you
Now there's
store a
also a
lot.
trauma response to it.
That too.
Yeah. It's like the spicy food doesn't bother you, but you get emotionally scarred every time. That
It's so bad.
Good thing I do.
The
Every
emotion-
time I do.
As you guys are having your
Dodor-
discussion there. Oh, where is Dodor?
Okay, is Dodor still itching like he has fleas, or is
Oh,
that
yeah.
just like a one-time thing?
Dodor, you've still got a weird itch.
He's gonna be like, I'm not trying to be like bad about these guys, but elves are stinky and they have fleas because I'm itching, and I had fleas once, and I feel like it feels like when I have fleas.
Randy, maybe you
Sure,
should
let
like take
me-
a look and make sure it's not
Where are you
fleas.
guys? 'Cause, like, I'm trying to find you now.
We're in our room.
We're in the
Oh, hold on.
in our room.
Hold on. I will warp you there, Dodor.
Yeah.
I mean, I can also look
Just-
at her because G, I think, is proficient in medicine.
Also, is Dodor like?
Because Tom was like,
is
I'm going
missing-
to use my powers to warp you all to the room. And then I wasn't in the room. So I was like, don't know what happened.
Does Dodor have like missing fur from like scratching so much?
Yeah, can we take a
Dodor,
can we
how do
take
you
a look?
respond to itching?
So he's just going to keep scratching himself. So, like, he's going to start, like, it's going to start looking pretty raw. He's like, I don't know what happened. Like, I think, like, the other guy gave me, like, fleas. Because it happened when I was near Sam.
G, you look down at Dodor's wrist, and you kind of got to move things out of the way as you find that there's just like a really light burn in like a circle around Dodor's wrist.
It's
Uh,
ring warp.
Dodor?
It's ring warp. I know this one.
Yeah.
Dodor, what did you do? What have you done?
As you are
recently?
having this conversation, there is a knock at your door.
Go away. We're busy.
We're not decent.
We're
having
having
an
an
orgy.
orgy. here.
We're all
Leave us
naked.
alone.
The door
Dodor's
immediately
like,
got burst.
No!
You took my clothes, so I have
And
to be
she's like,
naked.
"Oh, dang
I
it!
just-
I
I
thought you
start
guys were
flexing.
having an orgy."
Ah, flex.
No, from outside the door, you'll hear the voice of one of the guards saying, "You've been summoned up to the captain's quarters."
Okay.
All right. Well, when we're done with our orgy, we'll head up there.
You want to join?
I would.
You sound hot.
She's so hot. She says, I mean, I would if you were having an elf orgy, but you're having a non-elf orgy."
Racist.
I
What?
literally open the. I take my. Am I wearing clothes?
Are you wearing clothes? That's
Yeah,
up
we're
to you.
Why would you
take
take
our
them
armor and clothes. I'm not actually naked.
I just.
Why in the world would you think you didn't have clothes?
I don't know. You never know.
She's like, I mean, do you want us to take your clothes? Is that what's happening here?
Just open the door, flexing. You sure?
She's gonna make a save. She's like, yeah, I'm sure.
Next time.
Maybe. If you'd all follow me, please.
Oh, sorry.
I can tell you are clearly not having an orgy.
No,
Dodor,
we just
keep an
finished.
eye on
thank-
that. Dodor, keep an eye on that spot, and if you need some cream or something, talk to us later.
I-
We'll find you some.
So, Tom, I have a question for you.
Yeah, what's up?
Because G, I'm pretty sure is supposed to have an herbalism kit, but it's not in her inventory. Can she have one?
What are you intending to do with your herbalism kit?
Well, I'm just gonna try to treat his Dodor's wrist.
An herbalism kit is something that you guys would certainly have access to from like Opal would be all about that sort of thing.
She's a background as a hermit and she has proficiency in medicine and
Yeah, so
proficiency in herbalism
obtaining-
kits. So I was like, I
an
feel like she'd have
obtaining an
one.
herbalism kit would be easy for you. So yeah,
Okay.
you can have one.
Dodor, I will
Uh,
treat that later. That does not look good.
So the guard takes you to the door of the after castle. You can see your good friend Samar up on the wheel, staring at you as you approach, and she's just going to gesture to it. She doesn't actually open it and bring you in.
Aren't you supposed to like invite us in?
You've been invited by the captain. I have not.
Thank you for showing us to the poop deck.
Fuck it. I'll walk in.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll go. in.
You walk in. You see a very nice quarters where Valoran is sitting behind a table that has some chairs at it.
Ooh, you might want to talk to that other guy. He told us he was the captain. I was expecting to meet him.
Yeah, Sam, I
I'm
am.
sure he wishes that were true.
Hey, Tom, can you full
But
screen
alas,
Falarin?
Samar doesn't have the temperament. What's that?
Can you full screen Falarin?
So what's his name again?
Valoran.
Val for friends. Okay.
Valoran.
Sam and Val.
Sam and Val.
All I'm hearing is phallic. Okay, so because clearly
When he's
Do
in
you
his
have,
war
like,
gear, he
a
looks like
waterbed?
this.
All right, that'll work.
That's a. I want that armor. Not really, because it wouldn't work on me, but it's badass looking.
I could wear that armor. That looks pretty fucking cool.
Daughter's gonna start jumping on the bed. He's gonna be like, "Is this like a cool waterbed?"
You jump on the bed, water immediately bursts out of it. As Falarin is like, yeah, it used to be a waterbed.
Sorry. You can hang out with us. Like it's a bit tight, but like there's space.
Hey, you might be into that being a bit tight.
So you're gonna
He'll cast mending on his bed and be like, I'm sure it's fine. Please, make yourselves comfortable.
you gonna tell us
Hold
what the
on,
hell's
let me see
going on?
Who
I
is
can't
not
go up-
here?
I can't
Oh,
go upstairs,
gee.
DM.
Gee, with your stair problems.
The tablet
man.
won't let me do stairs, and I don't know why. I'm sorry.
Sorry, Nigel, I cut you off. What were you saying?
Are you gonna tell us what in all hell's is going on now?
I'm not, but that's really to your best interest.
Why?
What I'd really like is to hear your story.
I don't think so.
He'll smile and he'll say,
Do we get anything in return? Like, do we get some information of what the hell is going on? Are we sailing to our death? Like, why tell you a story when we're just about to go die?
Yeah.
he leans back in his chair, steepling his fingers, and he says, I'll tell you what I can do. You regale me with the tale of how we've all ended up in this situation, and I will give you some information. Understand this. The
Mhm.
more information I give you, the less safe you are. But if that's a risk
Raina-
you're willing to take, then
You just
Raina's busting at the seams to tell
Let-
the story.
Crixus just kind of like chuckles and is like, we're already the most unsafe as we speak. You've disarmed us. You've taken away our magic. You've always wanted to kill it. We've been fighting each other back and forth. So where's the disconnect here? Like, we're your prisoners at this point.
yes, but you're comfortable prisoners.
Well, actually, your necklace is kind of making my neck itch. Also, I don't do magic. Can I please have this off? I think I'm allergic.
Yeah, our bunny
No.
rabbit friend definitely is. Look at him itch.
Don't point it out.
He looks over at Dodor. Do you require medical attention?
No, he's fine.
No.
We think it's fleas.
Yeah, you gave me
It,
fleas.
it does kind of look like fleas.
Listen, we're
Dodor, make a deception check.
I was
As
like,
far as he is aware, it is fleas.
Dodor's also trying to deceive himself.
right.
Like he's convinced it's either fleas or ringworms, so he's like, shit.
Ringworm is another good one. Yeah.
With a 15 on your deception, he kind of looks at you for a while, Dodor. But he doesn't approach. He doesn't he's not going to make you do anything. He's like, all right, if you don't require attention, then you don't require attention.
I am something of a medic and a healer. I am looking at him right now, but yeah. If you gave him fleas, you're all in trouble. I want you to know this.
Well, if he got fleas here, then we'll have to fumigate the entire vessel, which is a whole thing. But anyhow, as I said, what I'm mostly interested in is your story. I know the basics. I know the the broad strokes, but
You said
and
strokes.
he's gonna kind of look at each of you in turn and be like, "The details are what fascinate me."
So listen, we're just adventurers. We left Respite. We've been just sailing around looking for adventure. You people keep fucking with us for some reason. We went to visit the dwarves and we met this really cool guy. And he's gonna like kind of spin the tale of what we did, leaving out all the stuff about the gods. And like just like the safe stuff.
Does Nigel know half of it? Considering you joined
Nigel,
us
you
so
weren't
late?
even there.
I would have heard it though. We would have talked about it.
Reyna
We were on
is
this
When
ship
we-
for days at a
dying.
time.
He's making an insight check, and he notices very much that Reyna is bursting.
I shoot
Um,
daggers at Reyna and shake my head. Keep your mouth shut.
I'm
But,
actually
like, he
gonna,
would-
All kinds of notes.
I'm gonna make a
So, like-
wisdom check actually to see if I want to mention my sister.
But like all the important stuff would be super
do.
vague, but he would go into a lot of details on the stuff that doesn't matter.
Okay.
Like
He is
keeping the
not gonna
details
stop.
on.
He's not going to stop you from talking. He's just kind of, as you're telling the story, he's looking at each of you, almost like he's seeing how you all are reacting to the retelling of the story.
There's no lies in there. It's just downplaying certain things and
Mhm.
like, just minute detail, like too much detail.
I will mention that they kidnapped my sister, so we have beef.
He's going to grimace when you say that, and he'll say, "I am sorry about that."
Hmm. If you're so sorry, give her back.
If that were within my power, maybe I would, but it's not.
Wait,
Whose power is
can I-
with him?
Can
I
I
was gonna say, he's-
check his grimace? Or why he would grimace? Or why is he grimacing when I say he's got my sister?
Insight the grimace.
Yep.
Sure.
Insight grips.
He produces a grimace shake.
Oh, I heard those will kill you.
He's like, "Yes, hashtag worth it."
Mhm.
On a 13, it's difficult to tell exactly what is behind him when he does that, but like when you mention that your sister was kidnapped, he seems off-put by it.
This guy isn't. Yeah,
He's
that
not
makes
them.
sense. Like this guy may not be as bad as we think he is. He may just be in a bad situation too. I'm just thinking this.
Yeah.
Nigel, as you continue the story, he keeps kind of smiling and glancing at Reyna, watching her be uncomfortable as she really wants to go through the notes.
I'll
Just
Nigel, can we let Reyna? Like
I
I'm
think-
starting to notice it too. It's weird.
Nigel
getting-
is doing a thing, if I'm not mistaken. Like he's not commandeering; he's trying not to give certain information.
Yeah, I mean, why tell him what we don't need to? The stuff that matters.
I appreciate the level of detail he does go into.
Yeah, like the dwarves, he talks about their clothes a ton. Well, he wasn't there for that, but there's some place he was at. Talks about the clothes.
Yeah, periodically Reyna will be like, actually they use 3 buttons, not 4, and they were typically made of gemstones, not
Thanks,
not
nerd.
glass.
And,
She
Thank
just
and
keeps
it was
correcting
on-
your.
It was on this date, not this date. We turned left, not right. Fine, you're close enough.
Yeah, Reyna's just white knuckling her journal.
Are ya?
As you finish up your story, he hasn't moved much, but he does just continue to kind of look at all of you, and he says, "So, when you guys absorb the god power, how does it manifest?"
The what?
Now we need a deception check.
Ah, damn it. Can you roll it for me, Tom? I'm out with the dog. Sorry.
Yeah, I got you. Deception from you is a +9. Oh, natural 3 for a 12.
Oh, I
Of course
will
it
let
is.
him. I will let him take my inspiration because I think we want to make sure I think we want to try that again. You can take my inspiration.
Thank you. Roll better this
Yeah.
time, Tom. Come on, are you? Are you?
This time it's a natural 18 for a 27.
Ooh.
Yeah.
There we go.
Falarin looks at you and kind of cocks his head, Nigel, as he's just like, all right. We don't have to get into the details. We have a long voyage ahead of us. We can parse things out as we go. I'll tell you this for now. I'm not taking you to the Elven homeland. And I am not
Good.
taking you to your death.
Good.
Okay. Do we have your
Good.
word on that?
You do.
Ooh.
Where are you taking us then? Are
Yeah, who are you taking us to?
you taking us somewhere really cool?
Like, who could be so
Uh,
interested in our power, like our adventure? Like, or is it just because we keep foiling your plans and trying to get my sister back? Because that's literally all we're doing is just trying to get my sister back, and you keep turning up everywhere.
Yeah, exactly. Just
Well,
wants to
I mean-
save his sister.
We also were trying to save me and my mom from the plague,
Yeah, that too.
but like trying to find those rare ingredients, you guys were always like right there, and we're like, no, you can't have the flour. So
G, make me charisma save.
And I can detail the flower in perfect detail if you would like me to. I took notes. I'm gonna look.
She really can.
man,
He says,
bore you to tears.
He says that that flower has more medicinal purpose than initially thought. Your apothecary must be quite skilled. I'll tell you, we are not interested in your G, your Kappa for a little bit. We're not real interested in your flower. We're not real interested in your mother's disease or her in general. We're interested in something that you've taken that someone else is trying to collect.
What did we take?
And if you're not going to be honest with me about it, then that's fine, but you're going to get less information.
Well, how about trust is a two-way road? How about you tell us what the hell's is going on, and maybe then we'll understand what you're looking for. Because right now, I don't know what you're talking about. Maybe that'll clarify, and we'll realize what you're talking about.
Yeah, I mean, you put us in this weird, like, I'm going to kill everybody on your ship, but then grab everything that makes you feel comfortable, and you're prisoners, but you're free to
A lot
roam.
of mixed signals.
Yeah, you're
my
kind of
friend.
going hot cold. Going hot
Doesn't
cold,
seem
my
like
friend.
you're fully in charge maybe of the ship, but like there's people above you, so I don't know why we can't just work together and like be have a mutual relationship, and we work together, we take this shit off, you get whatever you're trying to get out of the situation, and seems
like-
weird.
How are we supposed
Yeah,
to trust
yeah.
you when you don't trust us? Clearly, you won't let us have our weapons or magic, even though we're super outnumbered on this ship anyway. What could we do? You got to show us
Anyone
some
who
trust
wants
too.
anyone who wants to make an insight check.
Oh, yes, please.
Hey, pretty good
There
for
we go.
once.
There we go.
There we go.
Oh, no.
And
Nice
natural
touch.
20, whoever rolled that.
Or
Yeah, Dodor. And Raina, let's go.
how do I change my dice?
It's in the settings.
You can
dice
turn it
so
off
nice.
if you want.
Yeah.
I like it when our dice touch.
I like that. I rolled one earlier, and then one of you rolled something, and it knocked my dice over onto a different number.
Yeah.
I was like, hey. Okay. So Nigel did good. Crixus did pretty good.
That's the best
Dodor
I
and-
could probably do.
Yeah, that's damn good for Crixus.
It's very good for
Might not
Crixus.
come through. Oh, I
I
changed
have
off
not
the
seen a
thing.
social.
Oh,
Some-
There it
There you
is.
go.
Sometimes I will say if you roll on D&D Beyond, you have to wait for it to fully roll and then switch
Yeah,
back over.
that's what it was. I clicked over too early.
Yeah. It's the only problem with the live dice setup.
Yeah, mine's not letting me roll either for some reason. Hmm,
Did you switch over too early?
I don't know.
Okay.
Oh, there it goes.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to give it a second.
Natural 20.
Okay. So his deception is actually quite good. Let's see. Dodor will certainly pick up on it. Raina's gonna pick up on it, and G is gonna pick up on it. Okay. So he is going to stand as he says, "There's plenty of time to get to know each other a little bit better. Build that trust that you say is a two-way street. For now, I would suggest several things to you. Don't agitate Samar, because he's just looking for a reason to kill you. Ingratiate yourself with whatever crew members you can find amenable to you. Some are going to be more amenable than others. I would be careful about that.
You're using big words. What's amenable?
We don't want him to be. We want him to be working with us.
G, Reyna, and Dodor, when he says that, he is putting a lot of emphasis on that, indicating to you that there is a split in this crew.
Gotcha. Okay.
Like, split isn't like half of them want to kill us, half of them don't?
Something like that.
Like some are his people and some are Samir's, probably.
I'm going to say that since Dodor's coming off 28, that's absolutely what he's saying. That there is not a outright battle for position, but he and Samar are definitely having a conflict in that instance, and the crew is split on who they support.
Okay.
There's gonna
Yeah,
be
we
like
don't-
Sal
we don't
and
get
Sam sitting in a tree. FIJJHIGPING.
What?
Nailed it.
Got it, Dodor.
Yep.
Killed it.
Flawless.
Yeah.
Well, nothing Dodo does is ever wrong, so flawless.
Exactly.
And with that, he will have you retire back to your rooms.
Before we leave, can I just talk to him? Can I just say, your reputation precedes you in some of this stuff. We have a mild fascination. I have a mild fascination with dragons. If you would ever be willing to share your story back, I would certainly take notes and be quite interested in it.
Crixus just kind of like squints at Reyna.
Flattery gets you
Reyna-
everywhere, Crixus.
Reyna,
More?
give me another insight check.
Yeah.
He's
If
a
you all
dragon.
are
to be fair-
still,
It's super well learned.
if you all are just still chilling in the room while Reyna's doing this, you're not like leaving, then you guys can also be making insight checks on this if you want.
I will, just because,
Okay.
he's a dragon
If you're
slayer. I'm a dragon.
if you're observing this interaction.
It looks like I got an extra
Hey,
20.
Your dice interfere with my dice.
Shenanigans! Shenanigans!
Yeah. I want to re-roll.
Oof. Okay. Hold on. Let me make a roll for him real quick.
Right, there.
Okay. Reyna, you say this to him, and his face kind of falls a little bit. He doesn't look angry. He looks more wistful, and he's not looking at you anymore. He's just kind of like staring into the middle distance,
Yeah.
and he's just quiet for an uncomfortable amount of time. And then he says, in a not a whisper, but kind of a raspy, quiet voice, he's just like, I don't think that's something that we'll do. Crixus, Crixus and Hoven, you would pick up on. He's not angry. He's sad that Reyna brought that up.
That like kills dragons, or he's dragon.
That his reputation
that-
precedes him,
Uh,
and that he's
And
this
that it's
great,
past.
honorable man. Yeah.
That's been brought low. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. He is sad that is his reputation.
yeah, me too. Killing my kin.
After he whispers, if we don't talk about the past and history, we can't ever change it or learn from it. I've always found it to be quite refreshing to talk to somebody who's completely unbiased about it. So if you ever want to, I would gladly take some of your story.
He's gonna nod curtly to you, but he's not gonna say anything.
That's fine. I'll walk out.
And walk out as well.
All right. You all return to your room for the night.
Mm-hmm.
You will all gain the benefits of a long rest unless you want to plan any nighttime shenanigans.
Thank
Nope.
God. No, long rest, please. Spell's back.
So what I just heard is, as soon as we get into the confines of our room, whispering so no one can really hear us, what I heard is start a mutiny.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. I
If
don't know
we're
about
keeping it
starting
under.
mutiny, but
Do what?
I definitely think we should try and find. I definitely think we should be careful who we talk to and try and figure out who's with who.
I really don't want to talk to any of these.
That, you
Pointy-eared
know what?
bastards.
That's probably a good instinct for you. I don't think you should talk to anybody. That's probably a good instinct.
Yeah.
It may take a subtler touch. No offense.
Don't know how I can do this, but I'm gonna try for the team.
Hey,
That's
I
gross.
believe in you.
I think
Someone's got
if
to.
we ask them to like rate their best friends from 1 to 10, and then the ones that say Sam are with Sam, and the ones that say Val, like Val. I can ask them.
I actually don't think that's planned.
As you call him Sam again, even though he can't hear you, he's just like, "That's not my name."
Oh, it sure is now.
Okay. Somebody. Oh, G, do you need to be escorted back?
I wanted to talk with him, but
sorry.
it's also a private conversation.
I will put you back in there.
Are you G or are
everyone
you
leaves-
Kappa?
I'm Kappa,
Uh-huh.
and Kappa wants. I was like, man, given the path I have for Kappa going forward, if he takes control, there's a certain direction I want to take this, and he's in control right now.
Do you want to do this on the super secret channel, or do you want to do this on this channel?
Probably the super secret channel.
All right, everyone, stand by. Plan amongst yourselves.
I'm picking out.
You guys, but definitely hung back in Falarin's quarters for a few minutes.
Crixus is definitely jealous.
G? What happened?
Yes. Quite a bit.
Do you
Heard quite a
fill in
bit,
the
or
crowd?
Are we talking to Kappa or G first?
You're talking to Kappa.
Oh.
Okay.
Why'd you
Actually,
answer when I
hold
called
on.
you G?
Hold on.
Oh, do I need to make a save to see?
No, when you go back into G, you're just Kappa for a certain amount of time.
Oh, okay.
Because it's still G's body, so G is the dominant soul. Kappa just gets to come through every now and then. And actually, yes, you are now back to being G.
I am Cap. I'm back. Hi. I'm G again.
So what are you doing, G? You like putting the moves on that guy?
Hey,
In a manner of speaking.
G.
Yes.
Flexes.
Did you just do like over the pants stuff, or
No.
Hang on a
You
second.
did under
Am
the
I
pants
wearing
stuff?
clothes?
How do you not know?
was Kappa doing over the pants stuff?
No, he was.
Gross, Kappa. That's your sister.
Man, bathing and going to the bathroom is going to be super awkward for them.
Oh God.
Yeah, we will cross that bridge when we get there.
G's been holding it for 3 days.
Yeah. I really don't want to change in the middle of peeing.
Right.
No. Everything was done. I was gonna try to make a joke, but I'm not gonna go down that line. That's slow hanging fruit.
No.
It was all done verbally.
Is it a pair of low-hanging fruits?
Mm.
No,
What were you-
but there
what
were
were you
things
talking
in
about?
the lips. It was all in the lips. That's all I'm saying. Well, I do not want people to overhear us,
Okay.
but
Whisper.
stage whisper, because I don't know if this mic will pick me up if I whisper.
You can just give me a stealth check here, and I will. You can then talk normally, and we'll just say that you're whispering.
Do normal stealth check or disadvantage because of my heavy armor?
This is a normal because you're not actually trying to move stealthily; you're just talking stealthily. Oh, that was
I ain't bad.
almost a 2.
It was, but it wasn't. It's a 19. Haha.
All right. So yeah, you are as quietly as you can, kind of gathering everyone around, and very carefully explaining yourselves.
Our destination is 10 days away. Our
Oh,
friend up there intends to arrive there with half the crew gone and us missing. Not everybody
What?
on this not everyone
ca-
on this ship works for him.
So the captain wants to get rid of us?
No, it's
No,
like
he wants to stay.
setting us free.
Yeah.
He wants
Oh.
us
Okay.
free. He is being forced to do this, as said his reputation would not lead him to this point. So, I was advised to let you know that very strange and peculiar opportunities may arise within the next 10 days. I was
Did he
also informed that crews rely on those that feed them, but not everybody on this crew eats or drinks. And those that do not are the ones we have to be careful of.
So the ones that don't drink and eat.
The details are
Um,
foggy, but essentially, I'm going to assume the more radical fanatics like Sam and the other paladin, the more radical ones do not eat or drink. The more humane elves on this ship do, and they are part of his crew.
I'm gonna give you a little bit here because that's not exactly correct.
Oh,
So close.
You
So-
sailed the game of phone.
Not eating or drinking is an indicator that they absolutely do work for Samar, but that is not the only indicator. So just because someone eats and drinks does not mean they work for Falinel. It just means that they could.
oh, okay. But he did imply there are very distinct differences in between his crew and the other crew.
Did he imply how we could get these necklaces off?
No, but he is going to perhaps search for an opportunity for sojourners to come loose momentarily and allow the return of an ally.
So he knows about Kappa.
Kappa told him about Kappa, yes.
Okay. So we just have to hope we can actually trust this guy.
Well, I am not one for trusting elves,
No.
but out of all the elves we met, he seems the most trustworthy.
Mhm.
Enemy of an enemy is a friend.
G.
Tricks.
I
Can I ask
I
a
don't think
question?
he's on this path. Yes, what's your question?
How did you get him to tell you this?
I didn't do anything to get him to tell me this.
How did Kappa get him to tell you this?
By revealing stuff about himself. And playing off of the fact that he looked disappointed with Reyna bringing up his reputation.
Hmm.
You must remember, Kappa is Kappa. He's very proud. And this man is just like him. Once proud and daring and noble, and definitely not on the path he chose. Desperation knows desperation.
Okay.
And at least in this fight, on this ship, him and his crew are on our side. In the greater war, perhaps not, but for this battle, they are. And I
And
suggest
he's
that
asking us. He's asking us to do anything, or just wait for opportunities, or
wait for opportunities, figure out who we can trust and who we can't, and by day 10, not be on this ship. Because whoever we're going to see, he did let on. He knows a lot more than what we tried to. The things we tried to hide, he already kind of knows.
Huh.
And he is smart enough to know he doesn't want the person at our destination to have access to it.
we've got 10 days to figure out how we get off this ship.
We have 10 days to recognize friend from foe, strategize, and get out.
The hell out. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And he will not stop him, and ideally his crew will not be the ones to stop us. So
Gotcha.
we have to figure out who will stop us and who won't. Find a way to take care of those that won't, or that will stop us, and leave.
And as we call the session here, you guys going off to rest in your bunk. Dodor, for the seemingly 10th time today, you shift that weird friendship bracelet out of the way and itch your wrist.
Dodor's gonna be like, well, can he tell, like, is the friendship bracelet making me itch?
We'll find out next week.
That's I suspected that was something to do with it, but Nigel wasn't around during that whole thing, so I kept my mouth shut.
Hmm.
He's like, I think I can call my friend, the, like, weird tiger with the weird hands, and then
Oh my god, I
come
forgot
Oh,
all
fuck.
about that.
Yeah.
I forgot all about
Yeah.
that. We did that.
they can come over, and then they will fuck these people up.
So yeah, just a strange light burn underneath that friendship bracelet. I'm sure that's fine.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And we will pick up here next week.
Nice.
Awesome.
All right.
Are you in
Okay.
Maricopa County?
I'm at yeah.